What's good? I'm Jack and I'm back in the review dojo, and this time I'll be reviewing and comparing two different YUSUKE URAMESHI action figures from my favorite anime series, Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, one is the Dasin model or GT Toys, and the other is the OneShotToys Spirit Detective that came out last year. Now, if you haven't seen my top 10 figures of 2021 video, you will know that this figure was actually my number one figure from that year. Now, as you can see, the one shot YUSUKE has a custom outfit that I made for him. Now, I got the yellow shirt from GPS slot or GP slot on eBay, and I got the pants from there too. The pants were not actually blue, but I dyed them blue. As a matter of fact, this is what the pants originally looked like, and I used red fabric dye to dye the pants blue. Alright, I just dipped them in a cup of, mixed this with a cup of warm water and salt and let it sit in there for like 5 minutes, and that's how those pants came out. I plan to do the same thing to this figure because honestly, I do not like YUSUKE's school uniform outfit. I never have. I mean, it's okay, it's iconic, but that's not my favorite look for YUSUKE. My favorite look for YUSUKE is the dark tournament outfit. So I plan to do the same thing. I'm gonna dye these blue, and I'm actually gonna dye his white undershirt yellow in order to make his dark tournament outfit. And I forgot to mention the ribbon that's wrapped around the one shot YUSUKE. I got that from Walmart. It was only like $2. It's just a little ribbon wrap or whatever. You can find it in the little arts and craft fabric section. So that's how I got that belt. And honestly, since I'm showing it, in order to keep this look, I actually use a bunch of rubber bands in order to keep the shirt from moving so much. But hopefully I don't have to do that with him, because I'm pretty sure when I dye his shirt yellow, his shirt's probably gonna stay in place, and then I can use the little ribbon to keep the pants up. Yeah. So, I can get this out of here. Move these pants. And now let's I've been rambling long enough. Now let's just jump straight to the review. Now let's go over the appearance of both figures. Now both of these figures look like YUSUKE URAMESHI to me. Like they resemble him a lot. Honestly, the Dasin is more like YUSUKE at the end of Yu Yu Hakusho, and the OneShotToys represents him at the beginning, because at the beginning the anime had a real rounded, how do I explain it? The art style was real rounded. You can see at the beginning his eyes were really round, and toward the end of the anime his eyes became more sharp. So what I'm basically trying to say is the art style changed over the course of the anime. At the beginning, it was, the art style was more rounder and soft, and toward the end, the art style was more angular and sharp. So yeah. So this is basically the young YUSUKE at the beginning of the story, and this is the older YUSUKE at the end of the story. But yeah, they both resemble him. I mean, it is YUSUKE, regardless of what anybody says or thinks. And I mean, maybe it would be better if I actually zoomed in, but I'm pretty sure you can see this well enough. Both of these figures look so good to me, honestly. But I'm gonna have to, give my thoughts on which is the better figure at the end. Now we'll move on to the accessories. Now, since both figures have so many accessories, I decided to keep all of them in the plastic shells because I don't want to get them mixed up or anything. And they honestly come with about the same amount of accessories. Like the Dasin Yusuke comes with 6 pairs of hands, and the one-shot, I had a pen in my hand. The one-shot Yusuke comes with 5 pairs of hands, but an extra pair of bare feet, which is unique for the Dasin Yusuke. Now, the book bag, they're basically the same, except the OneShotToys is bigger, and that goes with the Pooh. The OneShotToys is bigger, but honestly, looking at them, I like the OneShotToys version of Pooh better. And when it comes to faces, the OneShotToys only comes with 3 faces, and the Dasin comes with 4. And I will admit that the Dasin face looks better. I mean, mainly it's because it's that later art style of the series where the fights just go up to a whole different level. Now, they both come with a spirit gun effect, and the one shot takes this one too, because the one shot spirit gun effect is way bigger than this small little effect that the Dasin has. And also, the OneShotToys has a better stand that comes with it than the Dasin. Like, the Dasin stand is just a giant wooden floor with these clear hands. Though honestly, I don't really care too much for the book bag accessory or the Pooh, because I won't be, displaying him with that. But these are important accessories to have. But like I said, I don't really care much for the book bag because I don't like Yusuke's school uniform. And speaking of school uniform, I actually have the one-shot uniform right here. And I'm honestly thinking of dyeing this shirt yellow too, just to have a better, more fitted shirt for my one-shot Yusuke. But I probably won't do that because, I mean, the figure looks good enough as it is, and I don't want to make any changes. But, drop the Dasin. Had to bring him to the front though. But as you can see, well, let me take him out of the plastic. The one-shot Yusuke's school uniform is way darker than the Dasin. So the Dasin school uniform, in my opinion, is more accurate. Yeah, it's more accurate. Except for the fact that the belt, like the pants and the belt, like they have no loops to hold the belt. But the OneShotToys does. So that's pretty cool. Like, that's a unique difference between the two of them. And now we move on to the articulation. I mean, honestly, I feel like both of these figures have the same amount of articulation, but we're gonna like compare the articulation for both anyway. And so this one looks up that much, looks down that much. But let's just do each motion one by one with each figure. Well, the one shot looks up more. They both look down about the same. They both have a good range of head movement. Let me take his jacket off. Okay, now I took his jacket off, and another thing I noticed, like I actually kind of like the look of the OneShotToys arms a lot more than the Dasin arms. Like this version of Yusuke looks way more muscular than he usually does, but like I said, this is more of a representation of the older Yusuke. So arms can go up that much on the Dasin. That much on one that much on one shot. Butterfly joint on the arms, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, ab crunch can bend that much, bend back that much, bend forward that much. Okay. Oh, it's so hard doing that comparison. All right. One shot has a butterfly joint as well. Has about the same amount of range. Well, except the Dasin, like for some reason I feel like these are gonna break if I move them around too much. Yeah. About the same. He can crouch down that much, crouch back really far. That's surprising. They both crouch back. They both crouch about the same, but the Dasin bends back a little bit more. Yeah, he bends back a lot compared to the one shot. Another thing, the pants hinder the articulation. So, but I feel like honestly the articulation is about the same on both of these guys. They are pretty much the same. Like, he can kick forward that much. Double jointed knees, ankle pivot and swivel. He can kick forward that much. Double jointed knees, ankle pivot, swivel. Except no toe articulation on the Dasin. Whoops, I feel like I broke something. There's no toe articulation on the Dasin, but there is on the OneShotToys, and it bends up quite a bit. And so now we'll move on to the height of the figures. Now, as you can see, the Dasin is actually taller. And hold up, let's get it good. The Dasin stands at like a little over 6 inches to the top of the head, and the OneShotToys stands just about 6 inches. Here they are compared to other Yusukes and an old Hiei. Here they are compared to a Transformers Red Starscream and a Marvel Legends Legion. And now here they are compared to other Dasin model figures, the Bankai Ichigo and the Garo from One Punch Man. Okay, so overall, I really love both of these figures. Like, each figure has its pros and cons. I mean, honestly, the Dasin YUSUKE looks better, but I gotta go with the one shot. Like, the one shot was the first, like, highly articulated YUSUKE we've had in a long time, and I mean, I'm pretty sure Dasin is gonna come out with more, versions of YUSUKE, but the one shot came out first, and like, this figure, it's hard to come by now. So yeah, I gotta go with the OneShotToys. I like it a lot more. And before I go, I forgot, I wanted to do like a head swap on camera of these figures. And yeah, voila. Like, the one shot head is way big and out of proportion for the Dasin body, but I feel like the Dasin head works good on the one shot body too, so that's probably the trade-off. The Dasin has the better face sculpt, but the OneShotToys has the better body. So that's my take on it. Like I said, I go with the one shot, and honestly, like, this looks way better than it did the first time I tried this head swap. I tried it off camera. It didn't look that good to me, but it looks way better now. Maybe when I dye the Dasin shirt yellow, I can replace this shirt, and I have my perfect YUSUKE figure. I just have to find a way to get those green wristbands, and yeah, this figure is gonna be the perfect YUSUKE. Like I said, the OneShotToys is hard. It's hard to come by at this point. I don't know if they're gonna re-release it. I got mine. Well, I got both of these figures from 5K Toys, so maybe they'll get the one shot in stock, but I don't know. But I'm pretty sure more Dasin's gonna release more figures and more characters. Now, the one shot YUSUKE is the only figure that you should get from One Shot, because the Kurama and the Kuwabara, those figures look really bad to me. Like, they look bad compared to how the Dasin figures look. So, like, if you're going with one shot, only get YUSUKE, but for YUSUKE and all the rest of the team, go with Dasin. Anywho, I want to give glory and honor to God for all that He's done for me. I want to say thank you to everyone who watched this video all the way through. Thank you to all my recent subscribers. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, it's been real.